So, as many of you may know, I'll be going on a few motorcycle trips this summer, and because of that, storage becomes important. Also, trying to keep this straight. Anyways, my bike does have a fair bit of storage, but like all the time, you know, when you are traveling, there's a lot of things you end up buying, right? You buy because the weather you didn't plan for it properly, or you got soaking wet the day before, and now all your stuff's wet, whatever it is, right? So you end up needing more storage. So one of the things that I wanted was something that was easy to pack, really small, didn't take up much space, but if I needed it, would give me a lot of space. And the best thing I find for those are dry bags. So those waterproof bags you and I get that roll up, they're made of the whatever material. I actually reached out to Kemimoto to see if they wanted to collaborate, to see if they have a bag. And they have these, I guess it's a new one. It's the Kemimoto motorcycle dry bag. It's a 50 liter, so it's pretty big. It's a pretty big bag, which is good. Waterproof bag for motorcycle travel, tail bag, seat bag, etc., etc. 5 reviews, 5 stars. This is it on their Kemimoto page on AliExpress. Now, before we go further, on AliExpress, $51. You probably do have to pay a little bit of shipping, so like $12 in shipping, so that's not bad. You're coming out to under $70, which is great. If you decide that you need it faster, because I've ordered stuff from AliExpress and you're not getting it overnight, you're not getting it in 2-3 days, you may get it in a couple weeks, etc., etc. Now, if you're in a rush and you need to get it faster, again, I will put links down below. Amazon does have them. So this is the Amazon Canada. I will put, if I can find it, an Amazon US down there as well. You're going to pay a little bit more, $111 versus about $70, but you'll get it quicker, right? So depending, if you have time, get it off of AliExpress. If you don't have time, you can get it off of Amazon. Anyways, this is it. This is what I look out. See how thin this is? This is folding up. See how thin this is? So you take this and you put this in your trunk, or you put this in your saddlebag, depending on how big your saddlebag is, right? That's it right there. It's got all kinds of stuff. It also even has these like little, almost like little organizers. I don't know if it shows anything on here. It just says it's 60 centimeters this way. Depth wise, from the bottom, it's about 32 centimeters. And if you measured on the inside, from the widest parts on the inside, you're looking at 55 centimeters. Fully waterproof, handle strap, sturdy buckle. Oh, these are so you can put like little tools and stuff like that on. Now, I don't necessarily know if I would put tools in this, just for the fact that maybe if you're doing just a day trip or going around outside, I guess possibly. My concern would be you stop anywhere, you got to take this bag off for sure. Tools like that, easy to pull out, right? If someone decided that they wanted a bunch of new wrenches. But you could stick like your sunglasses in there, right? Just the arms in there, just so your sunglasses sit. So it is something. It's, you know what, you're never going to say no to little like storage options. These guys have it up there on the trunk, but I'm going to try to put it between my backrest and the trunk, so on the rear seat. Anyways, this is it here. It does have some reflective. Even the Kemimoto here is reflective. There's little reflective patches on here. It does come with its own little straps for tying this down. Now, for me, I am going to tie this down with rock straps because I have those. So that I think will be a bit better. You do, again, have some reflective piping, I guess, on the sides. And you should possibly have some reflection on the back as well. Yeah, so same idea here. And the Kemimoto there, and there's one back there. And the same kind of straps for holding stuff on both sides. Lots of little tie downs. And again, like all pretty much dry bags, it does have a nice handle. Gotta like a handle, right? But like all dry bags, basically what happens is you undo this, fill the bag up with your goodness, whatever you're putting in there. You roll these down. They usually recommend like 3, so I always just roll it down till it gets like to the handles. And then what happens is you'll have a strap here, and then this strap will tie to this strap so that it can't unspin. You just snug that down. You do the same on this side, same idea, right? And a lot of times too, depending on how I'm tying this, if I have another bag, I may actually run this through this, or I may try to run this through one of the mounts on the bike, just so that it has another mounting point, so that it keeps that down. Very cool. And then last but not least, you will see some more straps down here. These, a lot of times, what they'll do is, there's this, that there, but what happens is this strap, I think this strap, or this strap, one of these straps, maybe it's this strap here, yeah, this one will go up onto this, so that again you can tighten this, and then it makes it so this piece can't unfold. This one here, which I took off, is probably a mounting point, right? So one that you can actually tie this somewhere on the bag. Anyways, what we're gonna do is take this outside. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff in it. I'm gonna try to put a helmet in here, a full face helmet, and a jacket, a fairly good sized jacket, I guess, maybe a set of gloves, because normally that's not necessarily what I would put in here. I may put that in there just because of the fact that I want to carry a second helmet, and I want to carry maybe a warmer jacket that I don't necessarily wear. I'm almost gonna always be wearing a jacket, so I'll put the heavier one in here because I know that one will take up more space. And if I have to switch and wear the heavier, then a lighter jacket goes in here, which is going to be less room. So I'm gonna tie this down to the bike with the rock straps, because again, I think that's just better. And we'll see how it works. All right, guys. So we have got the bag pretty much where it's gonna go. Right there. That's where it's gonna go. Perfect fit. You guys may want to know what's in this right now. So in this, if I undo these straps here, just so you guys can see, this is of course what's going to make it water resistant, waterproof, I guess. Could I put more in there? Yeah, maybe. I could for sure under the helmet. So I got my pair of gloves. Yes. I got an extra pair of shoes, nice extra pair of shoes, which is important. And lastly, I got a little bit of a warmer jacket, and this jacket, of course, is something that I would wear when it gets a little cooler. And I'm not going to necessarily, I guess I can take it out. I have a full face helmet in here. Now, the other thing that this comes with, just so you guys can see, is it does come with a shoulder strap if you want. Now, I could, to make more room, fill up the inside of the helmet if I needed to get more stuff in here, if that was a need, right? Just, put some socks in there, put some underwear in there, put extra gloves, etc., all in there. But, I'm not even necessarily folding this up super nice by any means, but it all crams in there quite nicely. Just kind of get everything in there the way it needs to kind of go. And then again, all we do is we just give these a couple folds, and these, just make sure, right, these are getting strapped on here, snug down. Get this one in here, snug down, go on the other side, do the same thing, just make sure it's all nice and folded. Yes, put this in here, perfect, and perfect, right? This little extra snug just to get it where it needs to be. Perfect. This strap, I'm just going to tuck it down there. You can put it wherever. Now, I do have rock straps on here, so not something I have all the time, but you may be able to see there's a rock strap here. So what I would do, and I have the other end over here. Yes. So I would take this and I would do the strap up here, right? So that becomes a little more secure. And then what I would do is I would actually run this one diagonally through here, like so. And then on the other side, again for me, I would just take this, run this again diagonally through that, and there's the rock strap on this side. I'm just gonna snug that down, give it a yank, you know, use the term that all men have to use when we do something like that. You know, that's not going anywhere. And then this one here, same idea. Just kind of pull it over here, right? This, we just got to give it a bit of a snug. Oh, I'm gonna loosen that up a little bit. There we go. And this we'll put there. Put that behind my seat so I'm not sitting on it. Yes, a little pull. And as they say, that's not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. And I got the ones with the orange. You guys can see that there. Because for one, if I have them in the back of here, back of the trunk, they're just easier to find because they have that orange accent. So I like having the color. And yeah, that's great. That's like a little bit of movement there. You can adjust this if you want, but those aren't going to come out because they're sitting in between the straps. And I think that's going to be perfect. You can just give those a couple extra snugs. Oh yeah, that's a win for sure. And they are long enough that if I needed to pack a little bit higher, I could get a little bit higher. Not that I think I would ever need to, but it's there. All right, guys, that is the Kemimoto, their new 50-liter dry bag. And I think that's going to be fantastic because super easy for me to take whatever into like a hotel or a motel or whatever, wherever we're staying at the end of the night, and not overly expensive. So that's a win. All right, guys, that's it. Links down below, and we'll see you guys next video. Later.